It's all good.
Right, I've started the stream off, and I'm going to have to go straight into a blue screen. So I am going to roll the advert and take the blue screen. Yeah, it's up. Stream's come up.
Start the stream off with a blue screen. That's great.
Yeah, mate. Why not?
Hello and welcome to our blue screen.
Welcome to the blue screen of death.
Where everybody gets used to it.
We just
At
did a
least
quick.
it's sorry.
We just did a quick test of the pits because I haven't changed anything, and they're not getting the 25-second fuel requirement.
Yeah, that was that setting that I told you about.
I haven't changed a thing.
Well, it must have done.
Anyway, that's good. It's fixed.
Anyway, it's fixed. Yeah. Look, I might have
Oh,
copied and
Satan.
pasted a different one, maybe.
Yeah, it was something that was in the format that Jim gave you. I think they would have used it to even out certain events that they have. It's another close one. Another close one.
But yes, there's some people concerned about it being potentially wet.
There we go.
Some drivers are hoping for it.
Well done. It makes it different. I mean, look at what we had to do. And it could have been so good.
Well, you guys improved, didn't you?
No, not really. We were still sitting in about the same net position, but
No, but it worked all right.
it didn't hurt
The
us
end
at
of-
all.
End of Gallo's stint, like he was running out of fuel, so he had to come into pits, and it was right on that cusp zone of like, you know, is it going to rain? When's it going to rain? So like it started to rain on his last lap, I think, of fuel. You know what I mean? So it worked out perfect,
Perfect,
coming into the pits. And, like pressures were a bit high, but man of Gallo's caliber got it done.
Well, it was hard to tell where you guys were sitting because you were totally
Yeah.
different
It's sitting in
pit
about a
stop.
net 8th.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like.
And here we go. We are live. So no one's on a flyer as yet. Oh no, 319 is. Who's 319? That is Baruz.
Baruz.
So yeah, Bruce is the only one on the flyer just now. So where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Oh no, he's bailed. Oh, that was good. Yeah, the only
Scared
grey,
him off.
the only grey dot out there, the only one on a flyer, and he pits. Okay.
Not quite happy.
Welcome to you that have just joined in for this weekly edition of Phoenix Racing.
Wow. Very fancy.
Yeah, no, we've got four people that have joined the stream. Very nice to
Tag
see.
along.
That's massive. We're in record-breaking figures.
Sponsorships are coming.
I'm going to try that with Murray Motorsport. I'm going to have to. Hey guys, if I put you in the stream banner and put you a couple of little widgets up, will you send me some Hoyksfeld sprints with a bit of a discount? Try and do the old Del Boy on them. Only fools and horses. Right, HSV already with a 201. 338. Millsy can be
Pretty quick off the bat.
Millsy can be quick, so I hope that he's gonna chip away at that time.
That's a good lap straight off the bat
Yeah,
from HSV. I think he's been dialing it in.
he's loving that Merc since he stepped away from the Bingamobile.
Yeah, well, if you're going to be quicker in anything else,
Yeah.
aren't you? No offense to the GTR lovers out there.
It just sounds nice as well. That's what I like about it. I'm staying in with HSV anyway, just to see if that was just a a bit of a tester lap for the next one being a flyer. Here he comes up to 130R. Downshift, slight lift, back on the gas.
Gotta watch out for John as well. He's going to be quick.
Did well through that final chicane actually. That looks nice. That did look nice. Come on. What's he got? What's he got? What's he got?
Wow, he went.
Oh,
Whoa! 2
nearly
minute,
nearly a
wow.
whole second. Took a whole
He's
second
really
off
been.
of it. Good
He's really
boy.
been dialing that Merc in.
Good
boy. What is he, a dog?
That is impressive.
Yeah, Labrador.
That is really impressive. Labrador? Anything in the 2 minute.
Right, so I've just jumped. Oh, I jumped. Oh, Barders. I've jumped in with John because I thought John was on a flyer.
Well, Barters and John are about the same pace from what I saw in practice.
Yeah.
Haven't seen much of HSV until now, and very impressed with that.
He's probably been sat there quiet all week, like, oh, I'm going to have these. That's it. This is going to be my one.
Oh, he's getting better. He's always up there, isn't he?
Yeah.
They've all just realised what HSV's time was.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they're all going.
Commotion?
Yeah, a bit of commotion.
I'm not surprised. That is
HSV can
rapid.
He can take a nap now. Just wait till the start.
Right, I bet Albert's going to be like, huh? He's in the Merc as well.
Skill's about to either drop his first lap time, or is he starting one?
I'm still in with John at the moment.
Oh, no, he's two
Here
and a
comes
half off
John.
pace.
Here comes John across the line. What's he got? 0.162 or 1. No, it was invalid.
Nothing.
Oh. Right, who's on a flyer?
Oh, really?
Bruce was on a flyer. He hasn't set a lap yet. So Bruce is 3 seconds off at the moment. Who else we got?
Got to watch out for Robster as well. He's quick.
Currently 1.7 off. Right, that's not valid. Right, okay.
Look at
So
Robster. He's coming up to 130R. Valid lap.
Got Branchy that's 1.8 off. He's just crossing the line. 0.8. No improvement. Right, okay. So Robster, where are you?
He's
Robster
coming up to the start finish now.
He hasn't set a lap yet. What's he got?
He's coming in now.
Where did he go?
He's up there.
1.5 seconds off. But to be honest, that's not actually a bad time.
No,
it's not a horrendous time. It's just that HSV has just smashed a whole
School
second
and all
off.
the old boys.
I'll teach you oldies. Right, so what
So
we
that
got going
Merc's
on?
pretty handy around here.
Yes, I think it always was, because I mean it absorbs the curbs. I think she is a bit
Top
lazy
end,
on the nose. The top end's great, but I suppose if you
Just super planted.
did you see that across the curb? Oh
Yeah,
no, yeah,
takes-
Robster's just
it's too
invalidated
wide.
it. Right, so who else is out on a flyer? So Bruce is on a lap. Let's just jump in with Bruce.
HSV's keen to go quicker. He's back out on track.
I would just sit there and have a cup of tea if I'd set that time. Put my feet up, put my smoking jacket on.
Smoking jacket.
Bruce does improve by half a second. That's good. Millsy, what you got for us? 1.7 off at the moment. And that stays that way. Right, so who should we sit in with?
Barters is on a Hot lap.
Is he?
Yeah.
Right, let's jump in with Barders. We'll sit with him for the majority of this lap. Obviously, he's still getting the grips with this Lambo, and the Lambo is a bit skitty.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's what I was just about to say. It is a bit skittish around
You can
here.
see the dude inside the car just going crazy at the wheel.
Yeah, that massive head.
With
Well, it is. It's all out of proportion, isn't it? I mean, look at the size
it's a
of that
big helmet.
Swede. Look at it.
Oh.
It takes up half the windscreen.
It'll be interesting to see how Barters goes. There was a bit of a medical report that he didn't wake up very well today.
Oh, true.
Well, it wasn't a medical
Bit under the
report. It was a fully publicised. I went out and I tried to drink like a teenager.
Self-induced.
Yeah, self-induced stupor, I think they call it. Right, so HSV is coming across.
He's in second place though, so can he go the distance?
Right, we'll sit. Oh, Albert has just popped himself into P2. So can Albert?
He's a little early, isn't he? Should
he's
have been down about the 10-second mark.
Yeah, he's peaking too early.
Saving the best for last.
Well,
So that is a hell of a lap from HSV.
Someone's running out of fuel on their flying lap.
Someone. We need more info.
Oh, he's killed it. Yeah, I think he's aborted that one. So we'll jump back with Albert because
He's flying.
we know Albert likes a challenge, and it's normally down to the last minute, and we're down to the last 2 minutes of qualifying. Oh,
I like it.
Bell saying man flu. Who's got man flu? What, Barders? No, Barders. It was a self-inflicted injury. Or are you saying that Dino's got man flu? Is that why he's a little bit off at the moment?
Yeah, that's true.
That's not the same sort of pace. We see him. And the Aston isn't bad around here. Although Barders hated it. He preferred it when it was wet.
Speaking of Barters, he's splitting the Mercs there, so he's done well on the Lambo and injured.
I don't know. You can't say a hangover is an injury. It's... No, good to
well,
hear.
it's a poisoning.
Dino's all good. That's good. So,
yeah, because
what has Albert got for us? 1.3. No improvement. Right, so
still got another lap in he can get in.
Who's next up? So next up is going to be Branchy, I think. So let's follow Branchy up to 130R. Did he? Oh, the sound isn't that great in these views, so I couldn't tell if he downshifted. But he's obviously grabbing all kinds of buttons. He's got his indicators going.
Really?
Yeah, he's probably.
Oh, yeah, I see. Left indicator. Bit of wheel work going on, eh? Has he improved?
He's still 1.8 off.
So John's on a lap, I think.
Right, so let's watch him. So John is coming up to 130. So what's he got for us? He's 1.6 off at the moment. Looks steady, stable. Nice and tight. Nice and tight there. I tell you what, that Merc loves it through there.
The curbs, yeah. I think
he's taking the short line. He
Oh,
did. Look
yes.
at that. So he's taken 0.7 off.
About that.
Oh,
6.
he's played Albert at his own game. Right, where's Albert?
Yeah.
Albert's just out of the final corner now.
Oh
We're-
no, he can't.
Oh
can
no,
he? Oh,
he's
coming.
pulled in the pits. Where's Robster?
Practice
Robster.
Robster's on the main straight.
Robster's just about to cross the line. He's 1.5 off. Look at that!
Wow.
So another
There's a few Alberts
0.7.
on track. Wow, that's a good finish to the quali there.
Well done, boys. Look at
GG.
that.
I was
And-
about to say 2nd to 9th, there's like nothing separating them. But then John and Rob just pulled that out at the end.
Yeah. And big congrats on HSV's lap time there. That's awesome.
Amazing.
Did Millsy jump a spot then? I didn't see it quick enough.
Millsy, where was he? He's in 7th at the moment. All right, hour race. I'm keen for this one. I like the hour races.
Yeah, no, that's looking quite good.
Yeah, look, the
But I'll
top,
tell you
top
what.
5 is pretty spicy, sort of up there. It's going to
Yeah.
be make for some good racing, I reckon.
Now, has HSV just
Look
got
at the Mercs.
an all-out quali set up, or has he got a decent race set up as well? That's a problem because you can have a
I reckon
bloody
he's
quick car.
Weather's good.
Right. Okay. Right. Let's put
So
us
far,
in,
so good.
Let's put us into the blue screen of death. Do I want to do it now? Is it a full formation lap?
Yes.
Yeah, it is because they're already on the grid.
Cool.
It's either a full formation lap or a standing start.
Cut his standing start.
No. I'll tell you what. That would make it interesting.
Well, there'd be no wheel spin off the start, so it's not interesting in that regard. But coming into T1, it would be interesting.
Well, no, it would only have no wheel spin if you decided not to run any traction control. Or
Yeah,
if you run full traction control, but then you've got to find that balance.
You need a
haven't you?
clutch or something like
Yeah, I've got a clutch.
the
pedal.
clutch would. No, I don't know what a GT3 is like taken off from a standing start.
I don't know.
I don't think they're designed.
Not everyone has
into
a
it.
clutch. Not everyone has a clutch like Notice now, though.
It does feel nice.
Yeah, snob.
Not that I'm probably going to ever touch it, to be honest.
Yeah, he's gone all snob on us. He's just going to mount them on the wall.
I'll probably. Wow. So they look like they should be mounted on the wall.
Yeah. So how do you pronounce it? Was it Huisenkveld or something?
Yeah,
Like
that's the one. I'm not going to say it. It's
Yeah.
the sprint pedals.
It's like, I think it's like the chainsaw manufacturer. It's
Husqvarna.
Husqvarna.
Oh goodness. You're going to blue screen yourself.
Yeah.
or-
So let's put us into.
I mean, it is a fair old outlap though.
Personally, I think you
Formation,
shouldn't purchase something you can't pronounce.
Yeah. True.
I just need to push them with my feet, mate.
Right, tell me when they're coming up to 130R, and I reckon that would be an ideal spot to jump in.
Roger, Dodger.
They've just left the grid on their formation lap.
Yeah, no.
130R is about that far away.
Oh,
Oh, we got
what, like a thumb length away?
we got some technical issues. Satan's starting in the pits, and John's got issues trying to roll a cigarette on the formation lap.
So what happened to Spam? Did he
Don't
forget
know.
to press drive?
I don't know. All I know is he just said I'm starting with the pits.
Okay.
Maybe he thinks he's in iRacing at the moment.
There we go.
True.
Well done, Albert.
Oh. Well, it sounds like
He's
Sounds
got
like
his
John's
hazards
fixed his
on.
mechanical
We
issue
do.
of not
Yeah,
having a
I
rolled
reckon.
cigarette in
I've
preparation.
seen him now flying through the field.
Right, where are they on the track?
Degner's.
Alright,
Is that what you call them?
they're
Those
coming
guys
down,
of
coming
Suzuka.
down to the hairpin.
Correct. But now John's in first position for some
I don't know
reason.
if I've got the right names for these.
Yeah, what's that about?
Yeah.
I should.
Oh,
Oh, John's
John!
put it in the wall. Oh, no! He just put it in the wall. What is he doing?
Well,
Oh,
nothing
God.
surprises me, to be honest.
He's going to get teleported back to the pits. You sure that was the cigarette he was rolling?
Oh, she's bent. His car's bent.
Well, I'm not surprised.
Right, are they at Spoon yet?
They're coming up. Yeah, they're coming through the spoon now.
Oh,
Right.
he's also got hearing problems too. His headset just beeped,
Wow.
and he's trying to plug in his headset right now with a bent car.
So we got the practice server champion.
It does
Doing
the
his-
usual.
Concentrate.
Oh, Spam's not on the driving list
Oh, he's-
anymore.
Dropped out.
So what's John?
Oh, we got 12
trying to
drivers.
do? Alright, so let's jump in with... Oh, who do I jump up with? I'll jump in with Robster for the start. If John's got any sense, he'll pit in.
Oh,
Go to
John's got issues
Albert.
with his wheel kicking to the left now.
I'm not surprised if he just stuffed it in a wall.
On the outlap. Anyway, here we go.
Game face. Look at the Mercs.
God, it is. Merc heaven.
Two front right. Yeah.
I'm sitting in Barters. I reckon that's going to be interesting with John.
Actually, I'm going to jump in with Albert because Albert always gets the flyer.
He does. He's a master at it. What do you got? Green. Drive-through penalty. Fresh Prince, what's he done?
He must have been in his box.
Albert done his usual on the outside.
Oh,
He's dead. He's
Oh!
off. Albert.
He's kept it out the wall.
to P1.
So let's see the last to first challenge.
He has two.
Wow. Robster no into T1. That's not ideal. Cold
Right.
tires caught him out.
Robster, last to first challenge. Albert did what I was hoping he was going to do, and he has jumped it.
Lots
a
of
master.
people are going past John. He's
H-
lost quite a few positions.
HSV is going to be fuming.
Fuming.
But if he's got a decent race set up, he just needs to keep himself nice and calm. Just follow Albert. Oh, Albert very deep. He lost a lot of time there by going that deep. So that's put HSV in his toe straight away. Down to Spoon. Nice and tight.
Skills had an incident.
Yeah, it all looks... I'll tell you what, it's all congested at the back, isn't it? It's like two groups. Two separate groups. Oh my god. HSV really wants that position back. He's throwing all
John-
kinds of shapes.
John's going to go into the pits.
Well, is John going to learn? Probably not.
Oh,
Oh, I'm laughing listening to John talking. He just can't turn the car.
so it sounds like he needs to get it fixed.
He is, and he's got 55 seconds damage.
Wow. From the start of the...
Well, that's a bit like Barders, self-inflicted, unfortunately. As we jump in with Barders with a massive head that fills the whole of a Lambo screen. Because he has got Millsy climbing all over the back of him. Oh! Yeah, that Lambo is very skittish through there. Every time you sort of hold your breath going through there in the Lambo. Oh god, yeah, there's two definite groups. There's like 8 seconds from Bruce back to Branchy. Then there's a further 6.5 seconds back to Brian. Something's happened. There's been contact somewhere. Look at the track map. Look how it's all completely broken up.
And then you've got John.
Yeah, I mean, look, John's got that pit stop out of the way. He's just got to get his head down. He's just got to keep churning laps out. And try and get to, try and pull up on them as the pit stops are due. But I don't understand why Robster's so far off the back.
HSV's in the pits.
Yeah.
He looked like he was struggling.
Well,
Barter's just reported that he nearly lost it, so something happened.
No, HSV does. I think in these ones he does tend to take an early pit stop and then split the race in half. Do you know what I mean? Like the remainder of the race, he'll now do, two.
I think it's to break away from the pack. So
yeah, two 27-minute stints now.
Clean air.
So he's
Clean
in the
air
pits.
out the pressure.
So we've still got Millsy all over the back of Barders. Looks as if Albert's going to try and stretch his legs all the time he can. So he's 2 seconds ahead of Barders. Oh no, Barders closed it up a bit. I'll tell you what, Bruce is doing all right. Sat there in 4th. There's no big gap there.
Yeah, Rob's reporting damage.
Yeah, Rob's just pitted. I thought he kept it out of the wall. Maybe he had an accident after the rejoin of T1.
Possibly.
So, right, so where's John now in relation to everyone? So, I tell you what, John actually hasn't lost that much ground, really. He's like half a sector behind HSV, and they've both pitted. They've both taken one pit stop.
This is true. So if you can head down, bum up.
Yep. And we'll just see.
Might be able to get back in the mix.
Just see how he. Well, see if he can recover and not just be labelled the practice king. Right, so HSV is already coming on upon the back of Fresh Prince, who had to take a drive through. Oh, he's not that far off of him. So where's the closest battles at the moment? Who can we look at?
No real battles. It's only the top 4 really that is the closest sort of thing going on at the moment.
I'm going to jump in with Barders because Barders is closing in on Albert. So he's taken 0.6 out of Albert in the last lap.
Albert through there, kicking up dirt.
So yeah, Dino did have contact earlier on. For any of you that is watching, Dino is Escalator. So,
AKA skill.
So skill is actually carrying damage. Is it much, Bell? Is it just a couple of seconds? Is he going to fix it in the pits, or is he going to ignore it?
We got to drive. Stop go. For Robster, what happened there? He must have sped into pit lane, eh? Stop
Yeah.
go 30.
Correct, speeding in pit lane.
Oh, he's having a good run, Robster, tonight. Not.
No. But if I was him, I would still carry on going. Remember, it's only points for the top 10. He's only got
Millsy's
Oh, Millsy's off, and Bruce.
And
What, they're
Bruce.
following each
Bruce
other.
followed him.
130 caught him out.
Right, no, that's gap. Right,
It'll be very
so yeah, it's both Millsy and Barders have dropped off of Albert in that lap.
Yeah, they both had an incident.
So Bell isn't going to be able to ask Skill about his damage because he's obviously got his headset on and he's probably cursing, so she's probably not even going to approach him. But she has
Just
said that
relaying messages.
his times are still looking good, so it can't be that much. It's just to the rear. Oh, don't get personal now, Bell. So he's not cursing at the moment, but no, keep what goes on at home, keep it at home, if you know what I'm saying.
So he must be. He must have lost some top end speed then.
Bruises all over Millsy.
Alright,
Is
so
he?
let's. Yeah, he is. All over the back of him.
Going through that hairpin.
It's right up on him.
Oh, yeah. Millsy was holding him back.
Right, so Robster hasn't taken his penalty on that lap, so he's got another 2 laps to serve it.
I'll be interested to see when they do their first set of pit stops where HSV comes out.
Right, so Rob's right on the back of John
That's a good
now.
point.
Rob's right on the back of John. I'll jump in with them in a minute, because that'll be interesting.
It's not as close as you think.
Is it not?
No.
Nah.
So, Brian has
Ooh, and
caught
Rob's
up
just struggling.
with Fresh, but it's not like he's caught up with him as such, because Fresh actually had a drive-through. So Brian, I don't think is enjoying this Honda by the looks of it.
He likes the sound of it.
That's crucial.
Ooh.
17.
Oh.
Right, so Tabasco's in the pits.
First to pit out of the mid-pack.
Yes. So where are... Right, so Brian's dropping off of Fresh, unless Fresh has taken him. Right, so is Robster on the back of John now? He's going to be spitting. I mean, obviously he's only just come into the league. He's had 2 fantastic results already. Right, he's got 1 lap. He's got to pit this lap. He's got to take his stop-go 30. There you go, 1 lap remaining to serve it. No, so he's actually dropped off of John as well. So I think he's driving angry.
Robster.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh, Brian's lost it.
well, we knew that.
They're words that we've heard before.
Okay, Brian's lost it on track. Okay, we've heard that too.
Oh no. Albert's not letting Barters is not letting
No,
Albert get
it's
away.
not. It sort of yo-yos by
Yeah, I've
3
been
or
watching
4
Albert a bit.
tenths. So yeah, Bell is saying the damage is to the rear. So
He's
I mean,
down on top end.
does he have to sit on a donut for that damage to the rear, or?
Oh my goodness. Oh. It's almost dad jokes.
Yeah. I can't help it. I'm middle-aged. I mean, you wait till I get to Geordie's age. My God, I hope I'm not like Jords. Oh, there we go. So Brian is actually trying to drift at the moment. It may be entertaining for some of you, but this is GT3 racing.
Are you guys noticing anything in the stream about any frame rate issues at all?
Nope, there's no flickering, nothing. Oh my God!
There is a bit of chat going on. That it's not as bad as it has been that previous race, but there is reports of frame rate issues.
Right.
Interesting.
Yeah, but is that everybody is reporting that, or is that just a couple of drivers?
I've only heard it from a few drivers.
Right, so HSV is jittering.
He is.
So what's his ping like? His ping is higher than some others. So
Actually, he's smooth there.
So HSV has got past.
Yeah, he's
Fresh. Fresh has still got a pit. That gap is still the same at the front. Robster is serving his stop-go 30.
It'll be interesting to see when the front guys come into pits.
So, where is Tabasco in all of this? Is he anywhere near? No, so John's all on his own. Tabasco's all on his own. Brian is all kinds of on his own. There's no...
So, Bruce has dropped back a bit there. Oh no, he's done his pit stop, sorry.
Yeah, so Bruce has had his pit stop. He's sat. So let's jump in with him actually. Let's just watch a lap with Bruce.
So he's ahead of HSV. So he's come out in front
Yeah,
of
so he's
HSV.
jumped
Because
him.
where did HSV?
He pitted from second.
He was second.
Yep. So Bruce has jumped him in the first round of pit stops.
I'm impressed with Bruce these days. He's come a lot so far.
100%.
Right, so Bell is now saying Branchy is in skills sites. So yeah, there's 1.8 seconds. We'll just watch that gap and then we might jump up there. But I'm just sitting with Bruce at the moment. Yeah, that's a little bit jittery as well.
Yeah, I'm seeing a bit of jumping around on my end.
Yeah, the chat is increasing considerably about the jittering.
No. This is weird.
So, right, Jords, if you pull up the server on your laptop, can you see how many connections there are open to it and stuff? Does it tell you, like, if there's people in the lobbies, or is it only when you're in the...
I'll do it now. Brian's left.
Brian's had enough of
I think...
Tokyo Drift to...
Well, I don't think it's going to be anything to do with frame drops as to why Brian's left. It's probably to do with the fact that he was trying to drift in a GT3 car.
ACC is boring.
It says It does give you a reading, but it never actually comes up with anything. I'm just checking it then, and it still says 0 out of 20, but that's expected behaviour.
All right, okay. I think you might need to
Interesting.
lock down this spectator password, something different, and only us three know it.
Yeah, we'll do that. But I'm not even though I'm here,
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah,
in
no.
spectator mode.
No,
But
no.
yeah, correct.
And what have you set the slots to? Is it only set to 2 or is it set to 3?
It's set to 3.
Yeah, well, I mean, maybe look at that. Maybe look at setting it to 2 and see if it makes any difference for the next round, because they're the only things that I can think that could potentially change things.
Yeah, but we've done streams before and it's never happened.
Yeah, but I don't think it was set to 3 originally.
No, but we'd had the problems when it was set to 2 as well, I think.
No, I think they only started when George changed them to 3.
Right. Oh, so it's Geordie's fault.
Well, no, it's just something maybe to look at.
No.
Do you know what I mean? Right, so
Yes.
that gap is sitting about the same. Look at Skill's car. There is a bit of damage actually on the left-hand side.
The rear. I like the livery.
So he can't sit on his left bum cheek.
John's not far away from HSV. Oh no, wait a minute.
No?
Sorry, that's wait a minute. No, HSV isn't
What
far
is that?
away from
Is that
Bruce,
like
sorry.
if you squint and hold your finger up to the track?
No, because the track map crosses over the bridge there. So he's singing. I mean, if anyone's going to jump off the bridge and cut a corner, I reckon John could probably do it. He's use his inner dirt rally.
Here we go. Right, he is on him.
Just send
So
it.
he's going to be in the slip.
Oh, who's that off
couple
at
of corners.
130R? Oh, is that Robster again?
That's
no.
Robster, yes.
He's having a shocker.
I'm sat in with
considering
Skill
his
at the
pace.
moment. Sat in with Skill because he's reeling Branchy in.
Albert must have heard us talking about Barter's closing in on him, because now
Yeah,
Albert's pulling away.
2.6. Yeah, but is he pulling away or is Barter's slipping?
Yeah, good point, but I think Albert looks pretty strong, and we know Barter's is slightly injured.
Yeah, I've just seen Bell has just said Fresh isn't having any luck with his penalties. I checked back on the screen and Fresh picked up a stop-go 30.
HSV's catching Bruce. He's getting real close now.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, if I was Bruce, I would try and play the same kind of trick with the pit stop again, because that bought him a few laps, you know, with actually leading him.
Is it tyre mandatory? Or
No.
No.
And in a 60-minute race, I don't think your tyres are going to make that much difference.
No. Yeah.
Someone's reporting 10 frames per second.
Wow.
How do you see that? It's not displayed anywhere in the game.
No, but they're sort of saying, they're probably saying it feels like 10 FPS.
What,
HSV's gone really wide there.
How do they measure it? Do they blink a lot? And
Yeah, maybe. I guess what they should be saying is, I'm experiencing very low.
so
FPS.
Brian's in the chat, and Brian's saying change the view. Why? I'm watching a battle between Skill and Branchy. This is the only view you can go in on spectator mode, unfortunately.
Yeah, HSV's pushing, closing up on Bruce.
Yeah, let's jump back there, because this seems to be static now. You know, about 1.7 to 1 second between Skill and Branchy.
Oh, someone's reporting down to 8 frames. They're being very specific.
Yeah. Does my head in when people are like that, because how would you see that it's 8 frames per second?
I don't think they're being dead set serious. That it's exactly 8 frames per second. It sounds like whatever they're experiencing is horrible. And is one of those people by chance HSV because his car is doing some funny stuff on my screen?
So who's reporting the frame drops? HSV should, because his ping is the highest, and probably Branchy. So what are you hearing, Jords?
I would have said it was HSV because he's saying that John's catching him.
Yeah,
But
it's probably...
HSV's never in the party chat.
Right.
Oh.
So what is that gap to John?
He's hungry.
And they're catching Millsy too.
Millsy, yeah, okay,
This is gonna be interesting, you know, because...
What happened with Bruce and Millsy? Sorry.
Remember, the top 4 still haven't pitted.
No. It'll all depend on... I think Albert and Barters will be on their merry way, but it's Branchy's skill where they come back out in the mix, you know what I mean?
HSV's close to Bruce now. Oh, he's lost a bit there.
Yeah, he looked a bit loose coming out of that final chicane. Right, skill is up. Skill's right on the back of Branchy now.
Something
so Bell, is Dino complaining of any jittering?
Well, he can't be because he's
climbing all over the back of him.
He's flying.
John's reporting the issues at the last chicane and the hairpin with the frame rates.
Yeah, interesting. So it's sections of the track for some people.
Well, that's just one.
I can see it on the hairpin.
So did they actually reset the server today?
Yeah. Well, I actually asked them to. I haven't checked my emails or checked the ticket to make sure they have, but they're actually really good. As soon as you email them, that's pretty much straight away they do it. I'll check my
Say
email.
they do it.
Well,
here we go. This could be it. Who's got the bigger kahunas?
Whoa! Thought Branchy was about to.
Oh, yeah, he backed out of that.
Yeah. Oh,
Branchy's off.
Was there a touch there?
No.
No, they can't have been. They can't have been. No, nice work.
I think Branchy was. Yeah, I think Branchy was spooked, thinking he was going to go for the dive. Right, so that's the move done. HSV is now right on the back of Bruce again, who is in turn right on the back of Millsy. So we've got a nice ménage à trois going on here. Tabasco has got all of his pits out of the way.
I'd be a bit scared if I was Millsy.
We seem to have clusters. It's just clusters around the track.
Considering the size of the track and how many drivers we've got, we're lucky we've got a few battles going on, to be honest. Well, not battles, but close. Second, within a second.
Right, so yeah, Bell's come back and said, yeah, it's not as bad as it has been, but
he's experiencing something.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
This doesn't seem to be changing here, does it? This track just... the different cars just must be quick in all the wrong places.
It's a hard track to Wow. You need to have that good run down the straight, you know, to make a move in a T1. Where else are you going to make a move? Hairpin, chicane.
Well, yeah, the final chicane, I'd have said. Get a
Yeah.
real nice runs out of spoon,
Yeah.
up to the top.
It's hard
Or
though in your braking zone. If you both hit your markers,
yeah.
one's going to have to sort of just concede. Oh yeah, I was just on Barters then for a bit. It was really jittery because Barters is keeping that below 2 seconds now.
Yeah, it's static again, isn't it?
He's not letting Albert get away too far.
I think Tabasco is actually retired. He's been sat in the pits for ages.
Has he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's 2 laps down apparently.
Yeah, because Fresh has just gone past him.
Come out.
Right, let's have a lap with the leader. Where is he on the track at the moment? So let's jump up with. Oh, you can see Barda's in the same shot. Because that battle with HSV, Bruce and Millsy, it just seems to be sitting static at the moment. So just keep an eye on that for us if you don't mind,
yeah.
and we'll just have a lap with the current race leader, young Alberto.
I think these guys are pretty content with just following each other. The pace is quite similar.
Yeah, just fight it out at the end. It all depends on
pit stops. But...
Yeah. So, I mean, obviously the top 4 haven't stopped yet. So, be interesting to see what they're hoping is going to be the final outcome.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I know in OGT's league, I know Binger normally takes an early pit stop and then he finds himself right in it at the end.
Oh. Ooh.
What we got going on?
Oh, nothing. HSV had a good run out of 130R, but thought otherwise. Oh, actually, he's just murdered Bruce.
What, HSV has just murdered Bruce?
Into the pit lane. Wow. Yeah, he's got a little too close to him. You know, when you just touch him and it almost grabs and bins him.
Front end.
So he spun him into the wall, and then he was committed to his pit stop after that. So, in hindsight, it worked out okay.
Oops.
Bruce.
Oops.
I mean, it's hard to tell from the viewing angles that I get, but it looked like he accidentally sort of gave him a little bit of a nudge.
I must admit, HSV's normally quite good. He normally comes straight to the stewards after the race and says, really sorry. Really sorry, I didn't mean it.
So Bruce is done with his pit stop, so it didn't take too long actually. So he's had minor damage. Hasn't lost that much time, so he can just head down.
Yeah.
He might be back in it.
Head down, bum up.
He's in clean air, so.
God, yeah, he's. Well, ahead of him on the track is Robster and John. And Robster and John have still got a pit.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's see if this pays dividends for Bruce again. I mean, the first pit stop did. I mean, obviously it's a bit different this time because he's probably got some damage. Did you see if HSV, you know, nearly stopped after the contact, like to redress, or?
It's hard to tell. And I don't know if he's. It looked like he touched him, but you know, again, I don't want to say.
Right.
He did. I didn't have to wait till after the race.
Oh my!
Oh, Barters is closing up on Albert.
I don't know how
What are
he
you
did
watching?
that. Well, HSV just kept himself out of the wall, out at the final corner.
Right.
He was along the grass
He's got a bit of
verge.
damage on the front. He's got a bit of damage on the front of it.
Yeah.
Albert's closed. Sorry.
Yeah, let's jump up with Barders. Barders is closing in on Albert. Sorry, what was
that pit
from
reporter?
the pits?
Jordy. Oh, we've lost him.
He's gone.
We'll get an update from him later. So yeah, I don't know what's going on. If Albert's had a bit of a moment or Barters has found some pace, but
Well, Bell has now said that the frame rate is getting bad now. So so where's so Skill's still not pitted. He's sat in a podium position at present. We don't know how this is going to play out with Millsy, HSV and Bruce. Because obviously Bruce has got all of his pit stops out of the way now.
yeah, it will be interesting from, like you say, from Skill, Millsy, HSV and Branchy and Bruce. They were all in the sort of mix, weren't they?
Yeah. Now I don't know why these guys are going so late and still got 2 pit stops.
Well,
it doesn't make
how's
sense
it going to
to me.
disadvantage you?
Yeah, but if I remember Paulie's technique, he does it right at the very end, and it's worked for Paulie.
Oh, number 17 disqualified for driving in the wrong direction.
Tabasco, he's in the pit lane. Did he go back out and track or something?
So Fresh has said impossible for me to drive, unfortunately, another DNF.
No, this game is perfect.
Well, Fresh, stay in the lobby because that's 10th position at the moment, my friend. There's a point.
True. Depends if he's got to do something else. More important things.
I didn't catch the full thing of what Millsy just reported, but I think he basically said there he's just realised he's in his quali setup.
Oh.
So is that due to tyres?
Oh, he said, said something, then goes quali, and then goes, no wonder my car's everywhere.
Okay.
Well, he's got HSV all over him now. He does look a bit squirrely. It's got to be said.
Barters in the pits.
It's a case of me and my shadow, him and HSV at the moment. Oh, HSV is going for the inside. And he pulled it up. They both pulled it up. Well done. That's a nice move.
Millsy's just saying there, HSV is aggressive. I know that.
Oh.
Well, he's got the move done. I mean, it's not over yet, though. I mean, obviously, he got the pits. It depends on if HSV is going to repair that damage. It doesn't look as if Millsy's got any damage.
No, but he's on his quali setup, so his car's probably a bit sketchy at the moment. It looks a little sketchy. So I think HSV was...
He's pitting in.
HSV was being held up.
So Belle's just said she's got a toddler telling her just to watch the race. Don't worry about putting me to bed, Mum. You just sit there and enjoy the race, Mum.
Master manipulators, eh?
Yeah, because that means I can have an extra 23 minutes.
They're not stupid. 2-year-olds on 2-year-olds on iPads.
So where is?
Barters is back out and he's got Skill not far behind him. But Skill's got both his pit stops to go.
Yes.
Robster's in the pits.
Right, so I'd expect to see this open back up again then, as Barders gets his tyres up. So Millsy, no more pit stops for him. He's actually... No, that did hurt Bruce. Look, Bruce has lost 18 seconds to Millsy with that pit stop with the damage.
Yep.
So, can he do anything about it?
Could have been worse though.
Actually, it looks less than that. No, it's 8 seconds. Alright, so he's lost 8 seconds.
Not too bad considering.
No, no. Could have been worse.
Yeah, that's 8 seconds to Millsy.
So what's
Where's
that?
oh, so HSV's still got a pit stop left.
Yep. So I reckon HSV. I need to see the gap. Right, skills in the pits.
Where's so it'll be interesting to see where they all filter back out once they start getting rid of all their pit stops.
Bell's just said, yeah, it's way past his bedtime, but he had a late nap. He's 3 going on 13. So
Oh god, kind of scary.
So it's not the terrible 2s, it's the troublesome 3s. Voodoo's just tuned in. He said, yes, it was heartbreaking watching what happened to you lads yesterday. ACC servers. Yep, well, we're experiencing it again tonight, Voodoo. We've got frame drops in the stream at the moment. We don't know if it's anything to do with server config. Something we've got to try and sort out. But yeah, we've got frame drops for everyone at the moment.
Yeah, not ideal.
Well, it's the same config as last week. The only thing that's changed is track, pit stops, and race length.
Yeah. Well, I mean, all we can do is try. Just put the spectator number to 2.
New password.
We just keep on trying it. Just keep on trying different things. Or the problem is when you delete the server, that it actually populates you on. It's not always on the same server, is it? So, is it something to do with our config?
It's not easy to have fun. So Albert's in and out of pit lane. Where is he in comparison to Barders?
Barders has pipped him.
He has.
Barders has had him. The pit stop.
So Albert. No.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Albert lost that much time.
Well, he might have had a bad pit. He might not have been in his pit box.
We were too busy talking. I was on Albert.
The undercut might have worked. Yeah, multitude of things. But
well, no, he's obviously either had a moment on track or in pit lane, and I'd say pit lane.
Yeah.
We'll have to get an update after the race. But yeah, Barter's doing Barter's things. So it seems like he drives better hungover. No, Barter's is always driving well. It's usually Barter's is usually copping the raw end of the deal with ACC.
Yeah,
Kudos server issues.
Well, he was the
internet.
first to. Oh, I've got a PS5, and he was the first one to fall foul of all of the server issues.
Oh no!
So I think
the poor
might
guy.
have been self-inflicted.
Let's not commentator curse him, but he's going
I
very
managed
well
to get
at
a
the moment.
PS5. I kept it away from my kids. I bought them something else. Well, that's why you DC'd, my friend. It's called karma.
No.
Maybe you shouldn't buy the latest release of technology when it first comes out.
So they say.
Right, so do we have any battles happening? So HSV is actually
No.
only 6 seconds off of the back of Albert. So this is all going to depend on the top 4's pit stops. I don't know where's skill in relation to HSV. Oh no, he's miles behind. Right, so that looks, you know, aside from any issues, it looks like our podium, in no particular order, is going to be Barders, Albert, and HSV. I know we're still 17 minutes out, but there's a lot of track between.
The top 3, though, like, you know, that switched around from Barders to Albert, or Albert to Barders, pretty quickly. So those pit stops, anything can happen.
And Bruce is... We're sitting with Bruce for a lap. He is creeping back on Millsy, but it's not... it's not coming down quick enough, I don't think.
It looks like he didn't, unless he's had another moment. I don't know if he's had his damage fixed in pit lane. Because he's got damage on the front of his car.
Maybe, yeah, maybe he looked at it and thought, no, you know, suck it up.
Well, he came out of pit lane though. His car looked pretty shiny, but so he might have had another moment by himself. I'm not too sure, but
so, I mean, at the moment,
fair bit of damage.
He's still closing up slowly on Millsy.
Yeah, he's consistent, Bruce.
So it's just updated again. That's the same through that sector. HSV is closing.
He's closing
on Albert.
Yeah, Albert's struggling, I think.
Ooh, maybe we're seeing a bit of tyre degradation. HSV's in the pits. He's trying for the undercut. Is he going to take tyres? Right, so he's only just in. So...
Take tyres? You're not going to take tyres. Oh,
I don't know.
Oh,
I mean, if they're starting to go
how long
off...
is the pit stop? 30 seconds.
Well, I don't know. For 1 litre of fuel,
is 3 seconds.
Is it?
So yeah, you don't. It's not worth the risk for 30 seconds for tyres.
Nah, not. Yeah, there's only
left.
seven laps remaining as well.
So he's back out now.
So Fresh is saying, the boys are saying that the frame drops is getting worse.
It's weird how it comes stronger throughout the race. Same thing happened at Laguna, didn't it?
Yeah, it gradually got worse as the race went on. So no, it's a shame when it's happening like this. Yeah, it's such a pretty game. It's so the physics, they're awesome. It's just so annoying. All of these issues that we're getting.
Get it on PC.
So he's 36 back from Albert.
Even a $3,000 computer won't stop you from having problems.
No, correct. Right, so who should we jump in with? Who's looking like they're pretty close at the moment?
Is Barders about to lap John? I can't.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, he is.
Good call. He's getting out of the way though, Johnny boy, because he knows.
Yeah, it's
what's
not
up.
it's not his battle.
John's reporting. You can barely see.
Well, he can. How many
John
beers has he had?
John can barely see at this stage of any race.
Yeah, but he's got an innate ability, generally speaking.
You'd think it would outweigh, so all of a sudden his FPS would increase because the blur in his eyeball is on. Oh no, it works in my head. But yeah, no, John's had a shocker.
Right, Albert is in the pits for his final stop.
So he's.
So where's he? I'm going to jump in with Albert
No.
because he's going to have HSV.
HSV.
Right,
By a
HSV
mile, eh?
is just, well, he's the pit straight behind him.
Yeah,
so
I can see.
Is Albert going to get this up to speed quick?
Albert doesn't mess around. He's pretty good on cool, cold tyres. I want to know where Skill's going to pop out once he does his pit stop.
47. So Skill is only just ahead of Albert on track at the moment. When he pits, he's gonna fall back into fourth, I reckon.
He's done all right though. He's done very well actually.
Yes, but he was hurt in the rear.
Got the frame rate drops.
He's got frame drops. He's got a 3-year-old conning his mum to extend his bedtime.
And he's sitting on a rubber ring.
Yeah, he's sitting on a donut. Right, so what is going to happen?
Yeah, when's
Right.
Barter's gonna take his pit stop?
4.9 seconds from HSV to Albert. Let's keep an eye on that. When is Barter's gonna pit? Yes, you are dead right. So
he might save it till second last lap.
Who's close together at the moment? No one really.
No.
Alright, just jump in with Barter's. We just keep an eye on him for a minute. See how skittish that Lambo looks.
Skills in the pits.
Yes, Voodoo. Yes, Geordie is on Discord. I've got a feeling, Jords, the man in the pits, that Voodoo will be reaching out to you with some, it might be contact details or something, because
that'd be great, Voodoo. Thank you.
Voodoo is part of only about 25 leagues. He's got himself involved very heavily in a number of leagues. Administrating them,
the ACC,
running them.
ACC community.
Yeah.
It's good. Love your work, Voodoo. Looks like, so Millsy's got skill. Unless he's a lap down. How does that work? Wait, it hasn't updated.
Well, they were going to be...
there we go.
They were going to be close.
It's just updated.
So how far
Oh, he's a fair ways off. Fair ways off.
Yeah, skills dropped behind Bruce. Yeah, so there's Millsy,
is that
there's
about
Bruce.
Where he was, though? So this is where all the pit stops are coming into play. So is that about where Skill was? I can't remember, because he just...
Well, I don't know.
It's hard to keep up.
Yeah, we did have early pit stops. So Skill was sat in fourth for a long while, but yeah, there were early pit stops. Obviously, HSV took an early pit. I think Millsy took an early pit. Barter's is in.
Where's Albert? What's going on there?
Albert's he's in the
Albert
same pixel with someone.
Albert and HSV, they're battling.
Oh
no! What's going on?
Well, he's taking a shortcut. Yeah.
What chicane? What happened there? He went wide at 130R, and then HSV had a good run at him, and he into the chicane, and Albert just thought, I don't need to turn there.
Well, he's lost heaps of time to him, though.
Barter's,
so there's something wrong with his setup.
Barter's has got the win here. There's the commentator's curse.
Well, until the timing updates, it's showing us 20 seconds between them at the moment, and these two are climbing over.
He's got a fair, yeah.
Climbing over each other like two teenagers at a disco.
Let's hope it's not quite like that, but it's. Oh, you're right. It's. Oh, this is not going to end well.
Oh my dear God.
Oh, I think HSV backed out of that.
Yeah, that
Because
was
Albert
like,
definitely didn't.
oh, yeah, that was like two ugly kids at a disco. That was scary.
Your analogies always amaze me.
Almost some bumping and grinding. Some dry humping. Wait, what?
Yeah, there's some hip
We don't
movements
want any
going
of
on
that.
there.
No contact.
Yeah, stand back.
Yeah.
Put your
It's
mask
gonna
on.
be some
Oh, he's having a go. He's gone down the inside.
spoon double back on.
Oh no, he didn't pull it up. He didn't pull it up.
Albert
Spoon can do that.
knows his stuff.
Yeah, you watch this down to 130. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's gonna be scary. I think Albert's gonna have to go for the inside line and then just come across.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's just
God.
got.
Yeah.
Oh my dear God.
HSV's just gonna need to wait. Yeah.
Be
he's
patient.
smart. He's a bit wide there.
He's gone wide, yeah.
He's got another couple of laps to, sort this out.
Albert doesn't flap though. I think he enjoys it.
No, he doesn't.
He's a sadist.
He does.
Reminds me.
I thought he was
Hey,
going to squeeze him in the wall.
Reminds me of that
Spanish.
TV show Fat Albert.
Passion.
The amount of space he takes up on the track.
Wow.
Oh my God. Yeah,
That
this
looked a
is.
little-
Oh, this is a couple of ugly kids. Oh my.
Wow. That
Scary.
was good that no one got turned there. Because front quarter, rear quarter into T1 at Suzuka tend not to mix too well.
He started 9th. Oh no, actually, yeah. Bell's just come up. How's the kids? Is they gone to bed yet? Or are they still hanging it out? So no, Skill has actually made up 3 positions from his starting position.
So he started 9th, did he? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's usually
God, this
moving forwards.
this fight is scary, and it's the only fight we've got.
It
So
is.
we're gonna stay with
Yeah,
it.
we're watching it.
It is like
If
a
you
car,
want it-
watching a car.
If you want to fight, you want fight for first place. This is awesome.
Well, this is for
Definitely.
second.
Well, second.
Oh, second,
Barter's-
yes, sorry.
But
Barter's
we'll forgive
cruising
you,
off.
Jords. We do appreciate that it takes a lot of effort at your age to G yourself up for these things.
Oh, love you, Bob.
Oh, this is going to be all cut. Or is he close enough? He's not.
Nah. I think he might need to set himself up into T1. That's where he looks. It's probably the most dangerous.
But I
But
wonder
that's where
what
he looks the most.
what happened to Albert
Oh,
to
actually,
find
whoa, here we
himself
go.
in this position.
Here we go.
Oh,
John's
Oh,
reporting that he's going to have to pit.
what? Out
Due
of fuel
to-
again?
I haven't.
It's not the
He hasn't
first time
said
he's
why.
done that.
I don't believe it's. I'm not getting a gist that it's fuel, but he's.
He's having to pit, so he has to pit for some reason.
Yeah.
So either it's the FPS.
Well, that's a pit's not going to help with the FPS. So there's
No,
maybe
but he
some
might just stay
mechanical
in
or
the pits.
tyres or something.
Oh yeah, Voodoo. No, yeah, no. I've just seen your message. No. I won't call it out, but yeah, no. Jords has been one of ours, always one of ours, and doesn't play any games with anyone.
Okay, I've got no idea what you're talking about there.
Cryptic.
Very cryptic. But it sounds
Yeah,
like
to
a
open
good
the stream.
answer anyway.
I tell you, I know this might be boring for some because we're only sat with these 2, but it is the only battle out there, and it's
It's an awesome battle.
intriguing.
They're going hammer and tong, but clean as.
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
having
here we go,
another go.
Spoon.
He's having another go. Oh, was
Oh,
there
oh, I
contact?
think he-
There was contact. There was contact, but he
That's
rolled straight back out of it. No, that's fair
Yeah.
dues. That's fair dues.
It's hard to sort of
But
see.
Albert's now going to weave all the way up the straight. Get out my toe!
Yeah.
Boy showed his nose. You won't spook
He seems
Albert.
quicker through there. Oh, that's a track limit, surely. Or is that green stuff still part of the track?
Yeah, I will do.
He's got a good
Voodoo.
run on him now. He's
Will
got a
do,
good
mate.
run on him now. Big run. Probably too good.
Yeah, but yeah, it depends on. Oh my!
Yeah.
He's he's trying to switch.
Oh no, HSV's trying his hardest to throw Albert off.
This is. I tell you what. This is the scrap.
This is probably the
This
best
is the
racing we've
best
seen for a
scrap
while.
I have ever watched on this because it is.
Full on.
It's the duration of it as well. It's not just.
Well, these boys are having to deal with issues in the
Yeah,
game.
yeah, frame drops. Like probably. Albert's probably disappearing and reappearing in front of him.
Yeah, and they're just hoping for the best. At our end, it looks easy.
It's almost like
It's-
Albert's got a tow
Wow.
bar and he's just towing him around.
They are.
Oh my God.
no!
Sideways.
He's killed.
Can't see it. Can't see
Oh
it.
no!
No,
I
he
think
held
HSV
it.
No, HSV held up for him, I reckon.
Yeah, no, but he did.
He held the sideways. Yeah.
Yeah. He kept
Just
it
big
on the black
drift.
stuff.
Big drift through
Right.
the Dignus.
Oh no. Was that contact again? Yeah, it's
Oh,
contact, so he's waited for him.
Oh, I didn't see that. Sorry, I looked down for 1 second. Damn it.
And there's John. John's like, I'll unlap myself, thank you.
No, he backed
No,
out
he
of that.
backed out. Right, so I don't know. Are they in the same chat, Jords? Like, is HSV in the same chat with Albert, or
No.
because
apparently
it looks as if they might have had an agreement. Right, no, you just go, because HSV is now
not. Yeah, okay.
flown off.
Let me just check. Ball bags. Excuse me.
Right, so fresh out of DC.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, to be honest, George, I think you've got to honour Fresh's 10th position, because that, you know, he suffered a DC. It's not like he wasn't trying to stay there for the duration.
Noted.
And
So
Fresh,
it looks-
Fresh had said that HSV and Albert aren't in any chat. Well, that might be a good thing.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think I just had to look. They're not in chat.
That's right. Actually, we've got Bruise.
Barters.
Got Bruise on the back of Millsy now. Go in the final lap.
Really?
Yep.
Really?
So I've just jumped up to
Wow.
Bruise.
It has brought the field together, though.
Yeah, because everyone's like, "What's going on here? Is it stop and watch?"
Wow, there's a big jitter there.
It's like a car crash on the freeway. Everyone slows down to 30. Oh, what happened?
Rubbernecking.
Yeah.
Love that.
God, this jittering is horrendous.
It's, yeah. I hate
Kunos,
to...
if you ever do hear of Bob Hoskins 1975, when you watch the stream, you'll see that your game is causing people headaches.
Oh, someone might have a seizure. It looks like Albert's had a moment there under the hairpin, has he?
But isn't it Kunos that did the game, but they then outsourced?
Yeah, outsourced the servers.
505.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
they
not
outsourced the server to G Portal and
yes,
Oh,
they...
I know the one, but no, that's not where I was going with it. They outsourced it to take it from the PC version to put it on the PlayStation.
Oh, so the conversion was done by a. Oh, sorry,
done,
Barders.
Barders.
Sorry, Barders. I wasn't in your car. Oh, sorry, mate. Well done there. And look, he
HSV.
waved a blue flag at you. I don't know why, because you were the leader.
HSV with P2 took a few
HSV.
assassinations to get there, but he got there in the
He's-
end.
Oh, I was just about to say, it doesn't look like he's there's Albert with Millsy right on his tail, so he had a
Oh, for the finish. Oh, wow. Oh,
and Bruce was right with him as well. So
Albert,
that did end up a very close finish with third, fourth,
it did.
fifth.
Yeah.
Oh, John just
John.
tried to murder Millsy and then become a lemming and just binned it into the wall.
Got to do these things. Oh, it was a good race, considering. Excuse me.
That's a shame. Right, so I suppose we'll get Bardas, HSV, and Albert into the voice chat. Let's have a word. Hope just Jords, if you invite them, just brief them. No swearing. There's kids. There's 3-year-old kids still staying up.
Past their bedtime, so we got to respect that.
Yeah, no swearing. We're a PG channel.
Bloody oath, cobber.
So Bardas, HSV, Albert. So we'll ask
Bardas is
Alberto first.
How are we, gents?
Hello there, Bardas. This is a PG channel.
What?
Please no swearing.
Yes, no worries.
So you drive very well hungover, we see.
Yeah, yeah, evidently so. I'm still very scratchy, as you can probably hear.
Yeah.
I'm just getting my voice back. Yeah, no, it was a good race. Did you guys catch what happened with HSV and Albert?
Well, yeah, sort of. We've got to wait for Albert to come in to talk about it.
Was it controversial?
Maybe. We will need to hear.
I think there was two. There was two incidences, wasn't there?
Yeah, 2 or 3.
One through the Degner, and then into the hairpin.
Okay.
So we've got Albert.
I wasn't sure what they're. Hey, Albert, how you doing?
Alberto, GG.
Is the youngster coming in? Is HSV in?
Yep.
Right.
Just muted.
Okay. Right. So we'll go in reverse order. So we'll speak to the young Spaniard to find out your take of events. It looked pretty eventful from what we were watching. So if you could take us through your race, buddy.
Yeah, it was fun. I didn't have much practice in, so I wasn't expecting to be at the front, but the quality wasn't too bad. There were some shenanigans at the start with Rob that lost the car, and so yeah, surprisingly, I was first in lap 1. So
Yeah.
yeah, I had quite a bit of fuel, so I think I put something like 75 liters because I wanted to do a long stint in case the rain came eventually. So yeah, I was just not pushing too hard, just keeping it on the black stuff. Bartes was always behind me, like a second, 2 seconds, and he was clearly faster, I think, but he was taking care of the tires better than me. And then at the end, yeah, the tires were gone. HSV was coming quicker. He tried a few moves in a bit of kind of a weird places. He tapped me a few times. I got a bit of damage, and yeah, last time he tapped me when we got to the hairpin, I kind of lost the car something. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was quicker than me.
We saw you go round. Yeah.
Into the wall.
But yeah, hopefully
good finish in the end.
Hopefully everyone's thought about the mapping of save buttons, and if there is anything that you think needs to be looked into, just chuck it over. But no,
Somebody's
well done.
keen.
Yeah. keen for some work. But yeah, no, well done there, mate.
Yeah, good
yeah,
race.
if you didn't practice a great deal to still end up on the podium, that's always a bonus.
Yeah, cheers, boys. Thank you.
Albert, I
mate.
do have to say something. I love your humility. You go, oh, I haven't practiced much, and it was my surprise that I was in P1 at the first corner. You're probably the only one that's surprised about that then. We kind of expect that from you.
Yeah, at T1,
seriously.
yeah.
100%.
Right, so
Whatever.
we'll go to second place, HSV, no swearing. It's a PG channel. That's not.
Yeah,
Just
you're right. First,
don't-
I just want to apologise for Alberto. Yeah, that last incident, I took it normal, and I guess he said he lost it. So, what could I do, really? I was just expecting him to punch it out the corner like he normally does, and he didn't. And fuck, sorry, I don't know where to go from there. But overall, qualifying was alright.
Mate, that was a blistering quality lap.
Yeah, that lap was something else.
I wasn't, not to be cocky, I wasn't really expecting anything slower. I've been setting a few of those in practice and stuff, so behind the closed doors. My pit stop, I went into the pits, I turned the ignition off, and then I turned it back on, but the engine was still on, so I sat there for 15 seconds, screaming at the TV, wondering why the car wasn't on the jacks.
On the jacks.
That's what happens.
So I really, in the end, I shouldn't have been there, but that's completely my bad, being a little bit greedy on that. Yeah, had a good battle with Bruce and Millsy. That was all right. I think I tapped Bruce coming into the pits, but I didn't get an indicator or anything, so I had no idea he was even going in the pits. So that was, another incident. Hey, and then I did my second stop, which went well. Alberto covered me, caught him quite quickly. He ran real wide at the 180R, 130R. I don't know what it's called. I overtook him and then he locked up, but somehow ended up in front of me again by about 3 seconds. I was expecting a redress as I had held that position, but whatever. Tried to do a few overtakes. I probably had a little bit of road to the left, but not much. A few of them were pretty ballsy. I really just wanted to get past. And that last one, as I explained before, it was just pure unlucky that he lost the rear a little bit and lost momentum through the corner. And I waited, but I couldn't see if he was turned around or not. So I just took off because I knew that the other boys were catching. So
yeah, we didn't know if you were in a chat together. We were like, oh, have they agreed that between themselves? But no, anyway, we would leave that there then. We'll see what comes out in the wash. Right, so we'll go to congratulations on your pole anyway, and congratulations on P2 in the race. So we'll jump over to Barders.
Yeah, so mate, I didn't expect to be up the front in this race. I didn't think I had the pace. I was only setting sort of like the high 201s in practice and in quali, and I didn't really think that was going to be quick enough. I thought, a high 2 minutes was probably going to be it, or mid twos. But
surrounded by Mercs as well.
Yeah, but with these longer races, with these 60-minute races, it's good because it really, you can change the way that you drive and look after your tyres a bit.
Yep.
And it really pays out at the end of the race, But at the end of the race, I was pretty much just looking at the in the map, seeing Alberto and HSV side by side the whole time, and they were fighting it out, and they were losing time, and I was just like, just keep it on the road, mate. No need to go fast now. Just keep it on the road. But the frame rate was terrible. Oh my gosh.
No.
It was absolutely dreadful there at points. Probably, like 20 frames. It was like a slideshow through the S's. And it was just dreadful. So, I'm pretty crook at the moment, but
didn't help.
Pulled it together. So, that's just consistency. Try to look after the tyres and just keep it on the track and come home first. Happy with that.
No, well done,
good
mate.
race, man. You're quick in that Lambo.
Really well done.
Yeah, mate. You've got to try these different cars, don't you? I picked the Lambo because I haven't really driven it before.
It's skittish around.
Quick or not?
It's skittish around there, though, isn't it? especially through
it's
the
not great.
Degners.
Yeah, it's not great
Yeah.
around there. And I'm waiting for a track where it is all right.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it's going to come at some stage.
No, I mean, who was in the Lambo? I think I was in it. Paulie was in it. I can't remember who else was in it, and it is sketchy.
Yeah,
You're always got to be on your toes, but it is quick, but you feel like you've had to drive it.
yeah. No, that's all right. That's what it's about, mate.
No, well
Hey,
done.
Barters, sorry,
Yep.
I missed all that. Had to take a telephone call. I just got a call from the marketing director of Bundaberg Rum. They're wanting to know how to get in contact with you for some sponsorship.
Mate, well, they'd be disappointed to know that I'm a Salem Jerry man, through and through.
Oh,
Right, I'll stop the stream there, and then we can have our usual chin wag at the end. So anyone
No
that's
worries.
still viewing, thanks for viewing. Hope to see you next week. Have a good one.
so